Hello, all those people who are sitting in front of their screens watching this Sunday morning. It's good to have you with me here. Here I am at the church with the camera pointing at me again, and we're all hoping that this won't last for a long time. Meanwhile, time has passed, and as you may see, we've changed. Our Advent Our church calendar is pointing at the first purple square, and we've got a purple underlay. That is because this Sunday, today as you're watching, it's the first Sunday of Advent. So I will begin. And all you kids who think, oh, we've heard this all before, remember that churchy things, you know, you can listen to them over and over again and get something different from them. I'll put that piece there. As I said, we're in the season of purple. Yeah, purple is a royal colour. It's the colour of kings and queens. It's also a serious colour. Something serious is going to happen. A king is coming. But this king was not the kind of king that people were expecting or wanting to come. This king had no palace, no great army, and no great riches. This king was born a baby in a barn. This king who was coming then is coming still. This is a very great mystery. Very great mystery. And you know, people need time to prepare to enter or even to come close to a mystery. Sometimes people can walk right through a mystery and not even know it's there. At this time of year, as you know, people are very busy in and out of shops, buying things, wrapping things, decorating, partying, and they miss the mystery. Long ago, the church learnt that we need time to prepare, to get ready to enter the mystery of Christmas. So they set aside 4 weeks, it's a long time, 4 weeks to get ready for this great event. And these 4 weeks we call Advent. And as we get ready, we're all on the road to Bethlehem. We're all on this journey to get closer to the mystery of Christmas. So let's go with the prophets, the Holy Family, the shepherds and angels, and the Magi. Let's all travel together. That journey, which was then, is still today. This is the card of the prophets. Prophets are people who come so close to God and God so close to them that they know what is most important. They pointed the way to Bethlehem. They didn't know what was going to happen there, but they knew whatever it was going to be in Bethlehem. You see the hand of the prophet pointing to Bethlehem. And they point us to Bethlehem too. This is the candle of the prophets. Let us remember the prophets and enjoy their light. This is the card of the Holy Family. The Holy Family were on their way to Bethlehem, and we're going with them. This is the Mother Mary. This is the Father Joseph. And this is the donkey. The Mother Mary was expecting a baby. It's hard to walk when you're expecting a baby. So when she couldn't take another step, she got onto the donkey and rode. But you know, it isn't easy to ride on a donkey when you're expecting a baby. So when she'd had enough of riding on the donkey and couldn't take another step, she stepped down and walked. And so she rode and she walked and she walked and she rode. They must have been the last people on the way to Bethlehem that night. This is the candle of the Holy Family. Let's light it. In fact, I might even do this. That'd be easier. Let us enjoy the light of the Holy Family as they make their way to Bethlehem. The third Sunday of Advent, we remember the shepherds. The shepherds who were in the fields around Bethlehem. Oops. They were minding their sheep and trying to stay awake in case wolves came and took their sheep. Suddenly, a hugely blinding light appeared in the sky. It was so bright that it hurt their eyes. They were afraid. Their hearts started to thump. And then they heard what sounded like singing, and that made them even more afraid. Until they heard what the singing was, they heard the angels singing, "Don't be afraid." You know, angels always say that because it's a scary thing to be sent a messenger from God. So when they listened carefully, the angel's song went something like this. "Don't be afraid. We bring wonderful news, great tidings of great joy, peace on earth and goodwill to all men." The angels also say, "This night in Bethlehem a babe is born. Go, hurry, run to Bethlehem to see the child that will change everything." This is the light of the shepherds and the angels. Let me light it. You may notice that this candle is a different colour. It's rose pink, whereas these are purple. Well, it's to remind us that even though this is a very serious time, we're on our way to Bethlehem to come close to a great mystery. It's also a time of celebration and great joy, as the angels sang. This colour, this rose pink, is also the colour of Mary. And we have to remember that without Mary, there would be no baby. So that is why this candle is rose pink. Let us remember the shepherds and the angels and enjoy their light. I'm going to move a bit. This fourth card for the fourth Sunday of Advent is the card we remember the Magi, or they're called the three wise men or the three kings. See the crowns. These Magi, or wise men, they knew a lot of stuff about a lot of things. In fact, they knew so much that people thought they were magicians. That's where we get our word magic from. Magi, magic. These three wise men, as I said, knew a lot of stuff about a lot of things, but what they knew most about were the stars. The stars at night, all the patterns of them, where they were, their names, everything about them. People used to consult them when to do what and when to plant and when to go places, because they were so knowledgeable about the stars. One night, and suddenly they saw the wild star. It was in the heavens. It wasn't a star they'd ever seen before. They didn't know what it was called. It wasn't on their maps. It was moving, and they decided that they would follow it. They would follow it until they came to the place that it was leading them to. And this they did. And they travelled a long, long way. And when they arrived, Jesus had been born several days before. They were late. In fact, they're always late. We usually celebrate them and remember them on the 6th of January. Nevertheless, we also remember them on the 4th Sunday of Advent. The wise men. And when they arrived, they brought gifts. This is the candle of the Magi who followed the star to Bethlehem. We'll light this candle. So let us remember the Magi as they travelled to Bethlehem. And let's enjoy the light. Now, before we finish, and of course we have still to go on to Christmas, but we'll do that another time, I will extinguish these lights, and I want you to watch what happens to the lights. There's the light of the prophets, and the smoke, and the light of the Holy Family, and the smoke, the wafting light, and the light of the shepherds and the angels, and the Mother Mary, and the light of the Magi who brought gifts. And you see, every time the light, even though it was extinguished, or apparently so, it wasn't really, it just changed its form and is now fills this room. So we have a room full of the light of the prophets even today, and the Holy Family, and the shepherds, and the Magi, as we look forward to Christmas. Thanks for listening, and I'd love it if the kids who are watching, maybe you little girls, that you did me some lovely piece of craft or piece of artwork that reflects or is your response to what we've talked about today. And Oscar, I know you're not into art, you could write a little story. I'd love that. See if you can write a little story. Maybe you could be someone on the road and you saw Joseph and Mary and the donkey going past, or something like that. Make up something. Okay, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye.